Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to today's video. In today's video, I am going to be showing you my long-lasting foundation routine. I can wear my face and makeup by 9, 10, 11 a.m. and it will last me all through the day until I come back home at night. I have developed these steps by watching other YouTubers, by just trying out shit and just doing what I can to help me combat the humidity and the heat out there in Lagos because it gets real hot in here. So it does have a couple of steps. Somebody might look at this and be like, wow, just for foundation? Really? But you have to understand that I am wearing makeup to last a really long time. I like to put on my makeup and just leave it alone. At most, use a brush and just like pat, you know, the oil away and everything, but I don't like to touch up my makeup a lot. So I try my best to apply my face and just go, and these are the steps that I take that allow me to just, you know, wear my face and makeup and just go into the world. Before we start with today's video, I would love for you guys to subscribe to my YouTube channel. We are almost at 3,000 subscribers. I am so happy that my family on the internet is growing and you guys are here. So I would love for you guys to join the Deola Adebiyi family here on YouTube. As you're clicking on the subscribe button, please do not forget to click on the notification bell so that you'll always get notifications of whenever I upload a new video. Without wasting any more of your time, let's get started with today's video. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is start off with primer. I like to use a primer that fills in my pores, so it gives me an appearance of like smooth skin. The primer I've been using for this is the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Rewinder, or sorry, Instant Pore Eraser. This is really good for filling up your pores. It's a traditional silicone primer, so it does have that silicone feel to it. What I usually do with this is I take a little bit of it and first apply it to my nose because that is where I have the most texture on my skin. So I'll apply it to my nose and then I'll spread it under my eyes because that's where I also have pores. So I'll bring it down to my cheeks like that. I also take some to my forehead. Alright, my next step is color correcting. Now I recently started color correcting again because I really noticed that my hyperpigmentation under my eyes and around my mouth got way worse for some weird reason. I'm using the Maybelline Master Cameo color correcting pen. This is actually a red pen. The other color corrector I used was basically orange and it did a good job, but this is red and it does, I think, a much better job at color correcting for darker skin tones. So I just roll up the pen and there's a little bit of the color corrector on the applicator, and I'm just going to do a couple of dots under each of my eyes, apply around my mouth. Also, this helps if you have like a weird mustache, and I have PCOS, so I grow a mustache around my mouth. So this helps with concealing that mustache. This sun needs to decide where it wants to go because it's messing up my lighting. It's making me look darker. Believe me, the sun is gonna come out again. It's gonna mess up my entire lighting. I'm so sorry. This is happening today. Like, why of all days? So I'm gonna be taking this ratty beauty blender. Like, this beauty blender has seen life. I use it to just blend my color correcting. That's what I use it for. And blend this into the skin. I'm getting a pimple here for a weird reason. The next step is powder. I'm going to be setting this face, and you guys already know that whenever I put on primer I always set my face, but this time I'm setting it with color corrector on, and this is like a layer of face. This is the first layer. So I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Fit Me Loose finishing powder, which is one of my favorite finishing powders. Then I'm going to take my powder brush, apply a thin layer. I'm not applying a huge layer. I'm just applying a really nice thin layer. Next, I'm going to be setting this face with my setting spray. This is the Maybelline Super Stay 24-hour makeup locking spray. This spray is basically the reason why I'm able to go out and not have to touch up my face for hours. It is really good at locking in the makeup. About the spray is that you have to shake it up really well because it separates, and if you just spray it on your face like straight from the bottle, you're gonna be getting like white dots. Alright, first layer done, first few steps done, and next we're gonna move into foundation. What I've realized is that no matter what foundation I use, these steps work. Today's foundation is the Clinique Even Better foundation. I am so surprised that not a lot of people talk about this foundation because it's a really good foundation. It looks so good on the skin, and they have a lot of shades in this foundation. Like, Clinique, please, whoever is out there, please, I would love to work with you guys. I really love this foundation. I'd really love to spread the gospel of this foundation in Nigeria. By the way, I am the shade, is it Clove? Is my shade written here? No, it's written on the box. Yeah, my shade name is not written here. No, it's at the bottom actually. Yes, I'm shade 19, which is Clove. So I just have a little bit of foundation on the back of my hand. I'm gonna mix in the Black Opal True Color Perfecting Primer. This is a really nice primer that mixes, I use to mix in to my foundation. I'm just gonna put a little bit. And it adds a glow. It adds like a little glow to the foundation, so it looks like your skin is really radiant or really nice and, you know, glowy. So I'm just gonna apply this straight to my skin using my Morphe M442 brush. If you're in Nigeria and you're looking for Clinique foundations, they are available at the nail studio in Lagos. They also have stands in Mountain Place. I want to be sure if it's not Mountain Place. No, they have stands in Mountain Place. So if you're interested in buying this foundation, please, if you go and buy it, tell them it's me. Tell them it's me. Because I actually love this foundation. I love how it makes my skin look. And I feel like a lot of people don't talk about this foundation a lot because it's not as buzzy as the other brands. Next, it's time for concealer. And the concealer I'll be using today is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. This is the shade 45. And I'm going to just conceal the places that I usually conceal, which is under my eyes, chin, bridge of my nose, and forehead. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait. What I'm doing is I'm going to allow this concealer to sit on my face like this for a couple of minutes so that I can get the most coverage out of it. If you start blending it out immediately, it thins out much faster and you get less coverage. But if you allow it to sit on your face and become a little dry and a little thicker, it will be a bit harder to blend, but you will get really, really good coverage. So I'm just gonna press my phone small, just read some messages in the group chats. I'm gonna take my Real Technique sponge. I'm going to blend it out. So it will be harder to blend because it has dried down a bit. So you do need to be a little patient when you're doing this. But believe me, the effect is really noticeable. Now that we have blended that all out, it's time to set it. And I'm going to be setting it with loose powder, but in an interesting way. So this is the Makeup Revolution Luxury Powder in the shade Banana. But I have learned that powder foundations are not good for setting under eye because they're too thick. Way too thick. So instead of you using like a sponge to pick up so much powder and setting it under your eye. Now this brush is too big for this job, but I'm just going to be using it like this. And I'm just going to go under the eye and lightly set it. Then I'm going to set the rest of my face using my Maybelline Loose Finishing Powder. And what I like to do is I like to first start with where the concealer and the rest of my face meet, so that I can blend that together and it doesn't look as harsh. I also like to go a little bit on the concealer, like on the areas that I concealed. Because I do this blending, I don't need to contour anymore because the contour just looks like natural. But there are some days I'll do like a thicker contour, but I've really stopped contouring these days. I don't contour much anymore. We got our powders down. We have everything nice and set, and this is where I'm going to use my setting spray again, just to make sure the powders are locked into the skin and it locks everything down. Now the last thing I'm going to do on my face is highlighting. I'm going to be highlighting today with the e.l.f. contour palette, and I'm just going to take my highlight and apply it to, you know, where you highlight. I'm going to finish up my eyes. I'm going to be taking the palette that I used to do this eye look. This is the Juvia's Place, the Zulu palette. I know Juvia's Place has been in the news, not for the right reasons, but I swear to you, I'm upset, but like, so I'm just going to do my eyes quickly because this is not even part of the foundation thing routine. The last step is setting spray again. Now I apply this setting spray a third time after I have applied my highlight, my blush, my bronzer, anything else that goes after setting my face. This is when I set it with the setting spray. For example, I've added highlighter to my face, so I'm gonna just concentrate it on those areas. So That's it. Just gonna wait for this to dry. All right, and that is it for today's video. I really hope that this video was helpful to you guys. I'm always looking for ways to help you guys. So if you guys have any questions, or you guys are looking for like different steps or different tricks or tips on how to do makeup and stuff like that, please do not hesitate to leave me a comment and ask me. This face is gonna last me a pretty long time. I'm gonna be filming another video after this, and then I'm gonna be filming a video with another YouTuber. Then I'm gonna be going out on a date, and then in the evening, I don't know, I might just go dancing. I have no idea what my life has in store for me these days. Please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, click on the notification bell, give this video a thumbs up because it helps my channel, and do not forget to be awesome. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.